Hey there, I wanted to share with you. I guess I came up with 5 things to help you to get through chemo if you decide that that's what you want to do with your diagnosis of cancer. If that's if that's where you're at, and or if it's a loved one, maybe you could pass this on to them. There was 5 things that I did. I wrote them down. One of the big ones for me has been exercise. So before all this happened, I was exercising a little bit, not as much as I usually did. And I had kind of slacked off a little bit. I had done 75 hard, and then I just was like, I'm done with this. I need a break. I need to not exercise so much. And so I stopped. And one of the things that's helped me with chemo is really moving around, like movement. And so when I first got diagnosed and had all the low oxygen and low blood and all that, I finally just started to move. So if you've heard my story, you know I was on the couch for a while, and then I just started to move, and I started to walk, and that really helped so much. So I just would foot stomp that, walking. If you can walk, if you can move your arms, whatever it is. I mean, lots of us that have had cancer diagnoses, we go through surgeries and different things like that. So whatever you can move, move it. If you're not able to walk yet, if it's taking time, just go slow, and just any movement really will help. So that's the first thing, definitely. The second thing is hydration. I think that I think I walked around totally dehydrated all the time. I'm just gonna say that. And it's not just water. Like you just drink some juice, drink some cold pressed juices are great. I did a lot of suja. Suja is a good one to get, if you're looking for something healthy, not a lot of sugar. Suja's good. I do a electrolyte powder that doesn't have any sugar in it at all. And the electrolyte powder is really good to keep you hydrated. You just want to stay as hydrated as possible. And that's one thing that helped me too. And I didn't have any nauseousness. Well, I mean, maybe once in a great while I had a little bit, but nothing to where like I didn't throw up at all. I didn't throw up once on the Herceptin. And so, I think hydration is key. Key is a real big one. And then I would say the third one for me was when I when I was first diagnosed, I was on the couch a lot, and I was inside a lot, and I felt flat. Like I did not feel good. I think the longer I stayed in my house, the worse I felt. And when I finally made that choice of like, I could choose to rot on this couch, or I could get up and start moving. And I started walking with my son, and it got me outside. And it was, I live in Colorado, and it was a December, and it's snow on the ground, there's ice, and it's cold. And I just started to walk. And so I think that being in nature is really, really important. And one of the things that I love to do is go to the mountains and just be in the mountains it's just a different energy for me. And I love being there and listening to the sounds and letting in the air, the nature, the really fresh air, getting out of the polluted city, getting out of your inside your house, because we have pollutions in our house. Um, and so I think that that was actually really key for me, was to just to get out and to be in those mountains. Sorry if I'm blinking, the light is really bright. So anyway, being in nature, and then along with that would be so what am I on? Number four? One, two, three, four. Number four is meditation. Is I did a lot of meditation before all this happened, and I feel like I'm not doing as much as I did before. However, I think it's really important to be in silence. And even if you're not used to being in silent meditation, just really listening to your mind, not listening to your mind, but being resting in yourself. And you could also do guided visualizations. I usually do those, and those are really awesome. And or you could also listen to some music, meditation music. I put that on a lot. And just, I mean, we're in a time where there's so much information and so much stuff coming into our head that, like, I mean, even just this past week I was like, God, I am in my head. I There's so much noise up here. And I realized that, I've been watching so much TV, and I'm like, okay, I'm watching a lot of TV, a lot of, not regular TV, but like shows or whatever. And I'm like, all right, I got to check in with this. What is it that I'm avoiding? And really, when I get into fears, when I do that, I start going into avoidance of the fear. And so get to know fear in, not in, it's not how you spell it, KNOW, no fear. A lot of times when we're in fear, we want to run from whatever it is instead of going towards what it is. So, like, I had a fear of death, when all this stuff started. And I realized that I needed to get to know it instead of running from it. And so it's just changed everything for me. So, and that'll be a whole nother video. And okay, so the last one, last but not least, and one of the most important ones is support. I, I had a really big issue with asking for help and asking people to support me and asking for money. I mean, that was a big deal. That was hard for me to do that. And, I think that it's really critical to your care having people around you that will support you. And I will also say that, you know, who you are around also makes a difference. So if you're around people and they're like, oh, like, they don't see you healthy and well, you don't want to be around them. Like, you need to change that. So you want people around you that they are fighting with you or standing with you, telling you you're a warrior and you got this. I have that in my life. And you want to have those people that are standing with you no matter what, when you're on your ups and when you're on your downs, because when you're on the cancer journey, you're up and down. And so you want to have people that will support you on the ups and the downs, not just the ups, all of it. And so, that's been a huge one for me, and I really do believe it's been key to my health and the key to actually me getting back up and getting better. I mean, if I didn't have that, I don't know where I would have been. So, I have a sister who's like, yeah, I just don't see you being unhealthy. Like, didn't even cross my mind to see you unhealthy. So, you need people like that in your camp. And so, those are my 5 things, because apparently everybody does 5 tips. So, I thought I would do my 5. So, these are my 5, and I hope that they help you with yours, and they might be a little bit different for you. I don't know. This is just what my 5 are, and there's probably a lot more. So anyway, I hope that this video helps, and please support me. I'm going to ask for support. Please support me by liking and subscribing to my video. My computer is beeping. I don't know why. Stop. Annoying. Okay, that's annoying. Anyway, those are my 5. And I'm here to support you with whatever you need, from far away, prayer, a just a visualization, seeing you healthy and well. I would love to do that. I think that I am actually going to move towards doing some lives. So I hope that you will check those out. I am, really excited about doing that. I have a podcast called Back to Life. If you haven't already checked that out, I would highly encourage you to check that out. I'll have all the links to everything below. So please like and subscribe to my video. I think I'm close to 400 subscribers. And I think that when you get to 500, you get something. I don't really know what it is. I have no idea. I know it takes like forever to monetize. So I don't make anything off of any of it. Maybe someday. However, that's not really not my purpose. My purpose really is to just be here to, shed some light on this crap, because crap, cancer, ugh, gross. Anyway, one of my videos, I said you gotta love it. You gotta love all of it. So anyway, love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.